coming down by my feet. Oh my god. I'm getting a car wash. I'm doing a car wash. Hanging out down the street. We are in the car wash. This is so awesome. Did I mention I made it to the car wash? I made it all the way without overheating. It handles like crap. I don't think there's power steering on this car, but you don't really need it because it only weighs like 1,800 pounds. Got her up to third gear. The steering's a little off, the alignment or something, but it's not wobbly. It's great. This is its first car wash in who knows how long. Oh! God. That's no good. This will be its last car wash. Careful now. Yeah. Please be done. It's still brown. Worth it. No, very worth it. That was fun. Probably shouldn't drive like this. 4,000 RPM. That was the first time. I am unleashing 90 horsepowers onto these unbeknownst streets. It's not bad. It's really not. Can't wait till I find out if I am okay. The world is not like they say. I think I broke the windshield wipers. We're back in business today. In the streets, me and Al Sweets. That's a brand I When I bought this car, it was 99% done with a head gasket replacement. Just like all head gasket projects. The head gasket job was done, but when the tow man left this car at my front door, it could make 4 gallons of coolant disappear in 3 minutes. Antifreeze wasn't circulating through the engine and coolant was leaking into the oil. With some good advice, clues about where the coolant was getting stuck, and a very brave heart, I set off to extract the water pump. The water pump, of course, pumps antifreeze coolant. The water pump in this car is fun because instead of using an external drive belt to push coolant like an alternator or say maybe a normal car, it has an impeller inside the engine sucking coolant through. This setup, along with sloppy coolant flushes, is prone to collecting sludge and causes the engine to overheat. This is what happened to this car. It overheated one too many times and blew a head gasket. Ooh. My role in recycling this car back to the streets was to first rebuild that water pump. It wasn't easy. To get the pump out, I had to buy a slide hammer. Then I had to ask my friend Jimmy to weld a specially ordered bolt to the bottom of it. The pump was dirty and seized up, so I bought a rebuild kit and a table vise and I pounded it apart and I put it back together with new seals. Then I replaced a lot of the other gaskets along the way, like the intake manifold and the thermostat and stuff like that. Then I tried to take Rachel to Dairy Queen and found out I still have to replace this window crank motor. Whenever an electric window motor breaks, there is usually someone within earshot who says, that never happened when we had crank windows. Well, this is the same thing, I think, except the difference is an electric motor will die of old age. This is broken. Anyway, now, despite being 45 years old, this is a perfectly good car, just like Triumph said it was. Sorry, Triumph. I think British cars just got a bad rap in America because they took a little more care, maintenance, and attention than their counterparts in America who were advertising convenience and using lots of cool marketing tricks. They sacrificed happiness for convenience. I'm naturally rebellious, but I think everyone should drive a dirty old car. It doesn't even have to be brown. It's good for the soul, and it's a good way to fight back against corporations. I think we need to stop making so many cars and use the ones we have. You know who you are. The good news for people like me is that British cars are just simply cheaper because people are afraid of them. And now I have 2 motorcycles with a little house in the middle in case it rains, but not when it pours.
I feel love and they laugh, we're stuck together through space and forever, connecting like a landline. It's you and me in time. We're stuck together with no one else that I would rather. My heart feels like a landmine when I am stuck to you. The end of the world was boring, they overheard the warnings. Tell me I'm dreaming, darling, I don't believe in dying. Still there they were, without a clue or a cure, but all they ever really cared about was each other.
Well, I've always wanted a brown car. Now I've really got one. The TR7 is something special, that's for sure. It's like when the rain meets the puddle of oil on your driveway and makes a rainbow. Sure is beautiful, but what a mess. I've driven it about 60 miles now, and although I've had lots of fun, it is back to its old ways. That was hard for me to say. I've been making some tweaks on it, and I think I have it better than it ever has been before since I've got it, but it is now leaking coolant out of the water pump again. So I suppose either I rebuilt the water pump poorly or it just needs a new water pump. The problem is if I put a new water pump in it, I still don't know if it'll work, and then I will have put more into it than I think the car is worth, which kind of takes the fun out of it for me. So, oh well.
We'll tell each other how we're stuck together, and it continues to get better. I can't believe I'm so alive. This is my favorite dream.